We are going to answer the top 5 most searched mortgage questions right after this. Hey there, it's Ryan Skaggs. Welcome to the Mortgage Minute. Thank you so much for tuning in. This channel is dedicated to everything mortgage, real estate, and interest rates. And I've got to put a sad face on to talk about those interest rates. My goodness, are we up again, week over week, up 0.14. We're all the way up to 3.69 on the average 30-year fixed according to Freddie Mac. Now, I put a link below every single week so you can follow along with the Freddie Mac weekly survey. So check out in the description below. While you're down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Click that bell icon to be notified as I'm putting out weekly videos on the channel. While you're down there, though, feel free to comment, ask questions, tell me where you think interest rates are going. We saw one of the largest week-over-week increases that we've seen in quite some time. I'll tell you in terms of where rates are at today, that 3.69, we're basically at the same pandemic level. So definitely at one of those scenarios that, we've kind of slowly trended back up. And due to inflation, strong economy, strong jobs number, we're likely going to see that continue. Now let's talk about the actual 5 questions. Top 5 most searchable questions. Number 1, best product for you. This is always a question that is obviously very specific to you. But what I could tell you is, should I get a fixed rate? Should I get an ARM? Should I do this? Should I do that? The number one thing I could tell you is that the ownership horizon is really going to depend the answer that any loan originator, loan officer, person that would give you. So understand how long you want to own this home. What would likely happen? Do you have, family where kids are getting older, going to college, and once they get to college, maybe you downsize, or maybe it's going to be your first home. A lot of times a first-time home buyer will not own that home after 5 years. I mean, that's like over 80% of the time they're not going to own it after 5. So when you look at that length of ownership, that's absolutely the number one thing to consider when you're thinking about what is the best product for me. Number 2, should I pay points? Without diving really detailed into that today, I'm going to put a link up above to a video that I did of when to buy points, what makes the most sense. But typically, and how I would summarize, is that in a rising interest rate market, in a longer term horizon home, yes, it likely does make sense to look at that. So number 3, should I pay down the mortgage? And again, I'm going to reference a video that I did before. Should I pay down the mortgage? What sort of down payment? I'm a big believer that is going to be dependent upon your age range. So if you're getting closer to retirement, yes, it makes more sense to get that paid down so you can lower your expenses, then. For me, I'm turning 40 in like a heartbeat, and for me, I don't want to put as much towards the mortgage. I'd rather get more in the market to let that increase over time, because I'm likely not close to a retirement of any chance or any kind of stretch of time. So I always look at the time to kind of retirement, or the time to kind of income earning, as that being the best win. So number 4 is, when should I consider refinance? The easiest answer is when rates are lower, but also when you have a big change. So if you want to take cash out of the home, if you have, again, say kids going to college, you can get some equity out of your home. You could potentially refinance at that point. But it's not about what the difference of rate difference is. I'm not sure I said that quite right, but it's not like I'm at 4% and once it gets below 3.5, it'll make sense for me. It's dependent upon your loan amount, dependent upon how much longer you're going to be in the home. So there's no real straight answer. Every client's going to be different. You've got to apply and get credit qualified to be able to really answer any of these questions, but it's really dependent on when and how long you're going to be there. And last but not least, number 5 is, what is a cash out refi? So just by pure definition, taking equity out of the home via a refinance. It's an amazing tool to be able to maybe get down payment for your next home, get some funds out to be able to renovate the house and keep it updated with, quote unquote, today's standards, or maybe what buyers are looking for. Again, I use that example of, paying for education or things like that. If you think about it, in 2022, mortgage interest is still tax deductible. So you need to consult your CPA for your specific state and your specific scenario. But as a whole, still tax deductible. So money that you're getting out of the house house, you still get a nice tax benefit to it. So just things to keep in mind. That is the top 5 most searched questions regarding a mortgage. So click on the link below. We're going to have an entire, Mortgage Minute playlist here for you to be able to run through the different videos at different times. Lots of good content on there. Hit that subscribe button. Stay safe, and we'll see each other again very, very soon.